Hey everyone, welcome back. So continuing with our series of videos on Jenkins pipeline, like in our last video, we saw how we can include multiple steps in our Jenkins pipeline. So here we'll be looking at how we can use environment variables. Now, if you're working with Jenkins and you are creating any build or pipeline, you will be using either the default environment variables defined by Jenkins, or you'll be defining your own variables, right? So few points before we jump into Jenkins and create a pipeline with some variables. So in pipeline, variables can be set globally or it can be set per stage, which means global variables will be accessible throughout the pipeline, and the variables which are defined in a stage will only be accessible within that particular stage, right? Now, in pipeline, also the environment variables are exposed via a global variable called env. So using env, you can access any environment variable within Jenkins pipeline, and the full list of environment variables are documented at a place in Jenkins, right? So I'm going to show you that page. Uh, Now, as I was saying that we can use env to access any environment variable. Now, you can also write your own value to that environment variable in this way. So type env dot the environment variable and then the value, and then you can use with the dollar sign and the environment variable. So you can use it within your commands or within your node steps, right? So let's quickly jump into Jenkins, and we'll see how we can create a pipeline and how we can use the environment variables there, right? So let's jump into our pipeline. So I'm going to create a new pipeline. Um, I'll just name it something, variables. I'll select pipeline. So this is my pipeline. I'll directly go into the pipeline script. Probably I will take a sample hello world pipeline so that I can edit it, right? So let's name it build, and after agent, so here you will be defining your environment. So these are the global environment variables which you are defining, right? So let me define some value here. So db engine maybe, which is SQL, and disable auth is true. So these are my two global environment variables which should be available throughout the pipeline, right? And now I can use them in my pipeline script. I will just print it out. So let's do this. We will print this. So database engine is $ db engine, right? And then similarly, I will print the other one, which is authentication. Authentication type is $disable auth. So that's it. This is how you can simply use your environment variables. You can define your own environment variables. Now let's see where we can see our default environment variables, right? So if I go into the pipeline syntax, right, there is something called global variables reference. And if you go in that page, you'll find something called env, right? So this is the page where it shows all the environment variables which are actually available with the Jenkins pipeline, right? So there's a whole list of variables, and if you want to see like Jenkins home, Jenkins URL, build URL, job URL, node name, workspace, right? So if I want to see one of these environment variables which are already defined, I can directly use them. I don't need to define them, obviously. So Jenkins URL is this, and you need to put a $sign here. So let's see now, let's save and we'll see whether it is printing the values or not correctly, right? So let's build now. Okay, so we have got an error. Okay, sorry. So I put the incorrect spelling for environment, my bad. So let me just correct that quickly. ENVIRMENT, right? So yeah, it should work now. Let's build. Should be quick. Yeah, so our build was successful. These are the logs. So our database engine is SQL, our authentication type is true, and our Jenkins URL is localhost 8080, right? So by default, it will point to this because um, the Jenkins installation, the default port is 8080. Now, while installing my Jenkins, I actually changed that in the config file. That's why it is 9090. So don't get confused. So this is how simple it is to create your own environment variables and use them within your pipeline, or you can use some of the other environment variables. Uh, I would also like to show you one of my jobs where I actually used one of the environment variables, default environment variables. So we'll be going to see this in our next session, how we can manage credentials. But uh, but in this particular, if I run this, you will see that I'm actually using environment variable, which is by default set by the plugin, which is called the browser stack plugin, right? So I could have actually shown you a console log, but anyways, we'll see it here. Although I'm going to cover this topic in a different video, where you can see how you can set up your browser stack plugin and use browser stack test to run Selenium test to run in your browser stack and cloud environments, right? So yeah, so this is what I wanted to show you. So these are some of the environment variables: browser stack username, browser stack access key, and browser stack build and local, right? So these credentials are already set, so it is picking up those from Jenkins, right? And it is picking up this build and local from the configuration itself. So these are some of the environment variables for browser stack. So similarly, when you actually work out on a pipeline or any particular build, you will be using these kind of environment variables within your job, right? So this is all I wanted to show you in this particular video. Before we end the session, so please share your valuable comments, feedback with me on this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, QA Script, so that you don't miss out on the videos which I post every week on different automation topics or tools. You can also visit me at my website, qascript.com. Thank you.